You're watching a KTVB special presentation. It's the 2023 McCall Winter Carnival and the return of the Mardi Gras Parade in downtown McCall.
Hey everybody, welcome to downtown McCall. Yes, as you just heard, the 2023 McCall Winter Carnival is back. At least the Mardi Gras Parade is back after a 2-year hiatus because of the pandemic. And you're taking a live look just up the street here, 3rd going into Lake Avenue. And this is what it looks like with 4 or 5 people deep waiting for this parade to begin this morning. For those of you watching on KTVB.com, the parade has not quite started, but it will soon. And as soon as it gets closer to us, we'll begin our official coverage of this return of the Mardi Gras Parade in downtown McCall. A monitor? Do we have a monitor?
All right. Why? There's no way. Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, that'd be fun. Okay. Hey. It's all the ballot says no filthy rag. Stupid. Look, you're dope. Have your number. What do you call your business from out of town? Going to hell.
Hi. Hi.
Going to hell.
Well, that's going to be on TV.
Busted.
Yeah, we're at the road right now.
For those of you watching on KTVB.com, we are minutes away from the McCall Winter Carnival Mardi Gras Parade coming down the street here. We're just told about 3 or 4 minutes. We're going to see them crest over 3rd Street and head this direction, which would be north, heading toward Payette Lake. We have Abby Davis, who is along the parade route this morning. Kind of give us an update on what you're seeing down there. Abby, how about what's happening down on the street?
The streets are just lined with people. I'm actually told about 20,000 people should be here. You can see people are eagerly anticipating all the floats to come down. There are more than 30 of them this year, and I'm here with Pat and Terry. And you guys have a home here, but you live in California. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Northern California we live in.
And how long have you guys been coming to the parade and the carnival?
Approximately 20 years, at least 20. We've had our kids here, now we've had our grandkids here. It's just a good time to come out and have some good old American fun.
What does this mean to you guys as a couple, as a family, having this opportunity to come every year and just see everyone come together and have so much fun?
It's a great place for a destination to get all our family involved and come out and see all the people enjoy the town, the community, and it's just a great time.
Okay, last question. Is there a float? Is there something you guys are looking forward to do this parade, the rest of the day?
Well, I'm a retired fireman, so I'm always interested in what the fire department brings out here.
In the past, we've taken the grandkids and the kids to the elk hay rides, which is always fun, and then they do tubing not too far from here too, which is always fun for us to watch.
I'm sure. We'll have a great time. Thank you so much for talking with us. As you can tell, there's just something for everyone here, the parade included. We'll toss it back to you, Brian.
Thanks, Abby. Yep, it is starting to fill in a little bit more along the parade route. This is going to be 4 or 5, possibly by the time we see the parade starting to show up, probably like 6 deep in some of these spots. Crowded corner here as the road turns through downtown McCall. We're expecting, as Abby said, about 30 floats this year, which is down from the years we've seen in the past because, well, we kind of pared down some of those that, just weren't really floaty, I guess. We'll get more on that when the parade actually starts. You'll see some of the parades should be well decorated. Of course, the highlight will be Charlie. I know some of the years past, the samba dancers are always a fan favorite. Can't wait to see them coming down. We're seeing the snow start to fall now across the, basically off of the Brundage Mountain. You can't even see Brundage Mountain this morning. So it is a perfect day for a winter carnival parade. And as I said, in a few minutes, we'll start to see the first float come over the hill. And that's when we'll begin officially our coverage of the 2023 McCall Winter Carnival Mardi Gras Parade. So stick around, get your popcorn ready. If you're sitting at home warm and just watching this online, it is just minutes away from getting this whole shindig underway.
Can you say hi?
Sawyer, how cute. Wait. Aww. Adorable.
Hi, Sawyer. He's like, I'm not impressed.
We are live at the 2023 McCall Winter Carnival Mardi Gras Parade. I'm Brian Holmes, joined with Abby Davis down on the street. As we await the first floats to come over the hill, we're starting to see a little bit of action heading that direction. But right now, Abby, let's get, what is the word on the street right now?
All right, well, we have some exciting news here. There's a Girl Scout troop all the way from Twin Falls. Is that correct? So people of all ages out here to enjoy the parade. What are you guys looking forward to most? We'll just kind of move the mic around. Maybe a couple different people can answer. Candy? I think you said candy earlier.
Candy.
Okay, that's always a good answer. All right, anyone else? No, you don't want to go?
So I've been to McCall before, and I like looking at the ice sculptures, and that's what I like doing. And I go skiing and tubing, so that's what I like doing that too.
And you guys came out as a Girl Scout troop. Is this the first time you guys have done that?
To McCall, yeah.
How has it been so far? Yay, nay?
It's been fun. Trying to keep them all together. It's kind of like, cause like some are going that way, and like I'm like, guys, and like the leaders help too, so it's like, yeah.
Lots of people to keep track of?
Cold. It's cold.
It's cold?
Yeah.
It is cold. You got your hats, you got your gloves, but it's okay. Everyone will be excited. You can do some dancing. There's some good music playing. Okay?
We were all dancing. We were like,
Yeah, we were like.
Yeah. All right, well, back to you, Brian.
They are excited. We're excited. 20,000 people are excited for the return of the Mardi Gras Parade here in downtown McCall, and we are just a few moments away from, this thing kicking off officially. So bear with us. If you're watching on KTVB.com, we are going to bring it to you in just a few moments. Stick around. The 2023 McCall Winter Carnival Mardi Gras Parade is just about to begin.
You're watching a KTVB special presentation. It's the 2023 McCall Winter Carnival and the return of the Mardi Gras Parade in downtown McCall.
And welcome back, because Brave veterans of the American Legion present their official flag and the honor guard for the 2023 Mardi Gras Parade. American Legion Post 119 has 82 members. Provide scholarships and programs for our youth in the area, and the American Legion loves giving back to the community of McCall and around. So we want to thank them for being part of this parade once again. Okay, so McCall Fire and Rescue, Mackenzie, a big part of this community as well. I mean, you guys, they are needed sometimes a lot.
They are. You know, it's funny. You think of fire department as what they do. They stop fires. They help you in those kind of things. But they also installed my child car seat when I had a baby. So you can pop down to the fire station. They do all sorts of services. They've been doing a lot of CPR training. It's been great.
It is, as you noticed, throwing beads, right? That's part of the Mardi Gras theme, as you mentioned, since the 90s here. A lot of beads being thrown out. Not the same as what happens in New Orleans with beads, but it's still, it makes this event unique.
We're a family-friendly event,
It's a family-friendly event, and it's a lot of fun because that's what you'll be seeing thrown around. A lot of these floats and members, people participating in the parade, throwing out candy, but beads for everybody else. As you mentioned, the car seats that the fire department does, they do all that stuff, smoke detector battery changes, testing.
Yep, anything you need, the fire department's always our go-to.
All right, you mentioned this already, Mackenzie, but the Grand Marshals for this year's parade, Dean Martins and Lisa, Wizzy Wiznance.
Yes, they are, we call them the dynamic duo. So in 1995, actually, was put in charge of the parade. Her job was to revive it because it was sort of dying. And she decided on the Mardi Gras Parade. Back then, she had to order a bunch of videotapes of parades from around the world, and that's what inspired her. And so she took her own take on Mardi Gras, and it is still happening today, which is pretty exciting.
She's got to be pretty stoked to be Grand Marshal.
Yeah, well, it's really fun. You know, everyone's got so many hats. Dean was the mayor, but also worked with the Forest Service. And Lisa, in her off season, is a river guide, but also owns the Blue Moon Yurt, where you can go and have dinner. So out at Jug Mountain Ranch. So you can go see her after.
Like so many members of the community, got their business. They come out here, and they're also doing other things besides that. They're not here just to promote their business, but promote the community.
It's that community spirit that makes it work.
This is the 2023 Valley County Rodeo Royalty, representing the Valley County Fair and Rodeo. Queen Isabel Sweetwood on the back of that truck. Junior Queen Mackenzie Crockett, Princess Ember Swain, and Junior Princess Hadley Betts, also in the back. Not riding horses this morning, but just sitting in the back of the truck, which is
These girls are amazing, though. I don't know if you've ever watched them. It takes so much time and effort to care for your horses, first of all, and then to show them and ride them, and everything that they do, it takes so much extra time. They're so amazing and dedicated to it.
It is amazing. I grew up with horses. I know.
Yeah.
It is an effort.
It's a thing.
And it's not cheap either.
No. And this is ICCU, our platinum sponsor for the McCall Winter Carnival this year.
The premier credit union in Idaho. They offer full-service locations throughout the Treasures, the Magic, and Valleys, Eastern Idaho, North Idaho, Spokane. Hard to go anywhere around this state without seeing the ICCU logo and that color. And right behind them would be the Idaho Power Parade sponsor. This one.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, they do a lot actually with this vehicle to get out and about. Like around here, when it's big and snowy, power goes out, they got to be able to get out in the backcountry and fix things.
Looks like they got a Little Red Riding Hood theme.
They do. I love how this
I see Grandma, or the wolf dressed up as Grandma. I do not see Little Red. She is in the front. Love the Mardi Gras colors and the theme going well for them. Amazing.
I don't have anyone yet. Mardi Gras people right here.
Hit me with some candy. Oh, no, wait. Nice. Chapstick. Needed that.
Look at this girl. She loves this place. Yes.
We've got a little bit of a gap here in the parade, but coming up next is the USS Idaho. Not yet a submarine, but it is close. It's a submarine, including the commanding officer, Commander Randall Leslie, the chief of the boatmaster, chief skipper, and 4 of the crew. They are in Idaho for a visit to the state to learn about their namesake state and to experience, of course, the McCall Winter Carnival. They've been making these trips periodically for the last year or so, coming in to find out who are they representing when they go out there on the USS Idaho, this new submarine. On the street there on 3rd Street. How's it going down there, Abby?
Well, we are live right now. We have a couple floats come through. There's a little bit of break until the next people come down. What do you guys think so far of the parade?
Loving it.
I think it's really great. It's super fun.
Yeah, we're just happy it's back. You know what I mean? After 2 years.
Got our beads out, we're ready to roll.
First time you guys have obviously not, since you guys are excited.
From Boise.
Boise area, but we'd love to come up here when it's happening.
My folks lived up here for a long time. So
Last question, what does it mean to have this event for the community to come out and enjoy and just have a good time together?
that's the thing. It's having a good time, everybody getting together again. Loving it.
Okay, well, thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. Enjoy your time. All right, so people are just very excited, and the parade is just getting started. So back to you, Brian.
Thank you, Abby. Again, the USS Idaho, the banner up front, fully loaded like the baked potato they represent. That's what that submarine is going to be. Members of the U.S. Navy coming along, again, to meet some of the people, learn about the traditions, and especially one of those traditions being the McCall Winter Carnival.
Yeah, what's really exciting is after the parade, if you happen to be up here and not just watching on TV, they will be set up in the vendor court on 2nd Street and have the replica. Then they will be there to answer questions, tell people about what the submarine is all about. So it's kind of a cool opportunity to get up close and personal.
It is, and there's a history to the USS Idaho. This is the first one. There have been others, but this would be the first submarine bearing that name, so that's pretty exciting. And as you said, if you had questions about it, stop by and ask any of those that you may have. That replica is pretty cool. They're taking that with them wherever they go around the state. Yeah. It's kind of a cool little, it's obviously not to scale, but it's amazing that they can build these things the size that they do.
I know. That's what I keep thinking. I'm like, that looks small, but knowing it's huge is insane.
All right, Abby, we're going to talk to a member of the USS Idaho down there. Abby, take it.
All right, well, I'm joined here with Justin. Justin, why are you guys doing this parade?
So we're out here to learn the Idaho way. We're from the USS Idaho back in Groton, Connecticut, and we came out here on a trip to see what it means to be an Idahoan. And we're taking all that and we're trying to spread awareness to everyone out here that we are here to support everyone here, and we know everyone here's here to support us. So that's what we're doing out here.
And what are you thinking? What are the first impressions?
Amazing, beautiful. I felt so welcome in a state outside my home state before like this. It truly is amazing to come out here and feel all these people welcome us.
Awesome, thank you so much, Justin. I really have some exciting people, some sled dogs, Brian and Mackenzie. You guys take it from here.
The sled dogs are a huge, huge deal. The sled dog challenge taking off yesterday. Today there's also a race. Is that how you want to understand?
Well, so they did. There's a new section of the race that they started this year, and they ran it this stage race. So that's been completed, but tomorrow is the ceremonial start that happens out at the activity barn, which is actually a really cool time to go meet some of the mushers, meet the dogs, and just kind of learn about it. And then the actual race starts happen on Tuesday.
And this one's pretty. I wouldn't say it's Iditarod-like, but it's close.
It's a qualifier, though, so
yes.
it's one of very few qualifiers, and it's also a Yukon Quest qualifier. So we get really world-class athletes.
All right. We all know who this is here. This is one of the fan favorites for the McCall Winter Carnival Mardi Gras Parade. The Shore Lodge rolling through here. This looks like Shrek. We got Donkey. We got everybody represented. An amazing time. They've got the whole Shrek, everybody represented with the Shore Lodge and the Whitetail Club.
I just love the costumes. They go all out every year. They just really commit to the costume.
We're good.
Beware of the ogre.
That's
Wow,
funny.
it's so many involved, as you mentioned. They go all out.
Okay.
I don't think there's a character they missed.
Golf carts into these little auxiliary vehicles drive around.
Followed up with the Dragon. Abby, down in the middle of it. Let's hear you, Abby. Who you got?
Okay, well, we are here. I mean, this is really exciting. There's a whole Shrek flow, and Lord Farquaad is with me right here. All right, so who are you guys with, and why are you guys doing this? And then tell me a little bit about your flow.
So we're with Shore Lodge Whitetail. It's one of the bigger, I guess, hotel resort areas here in town. We just like to, sponsor the town and the Winter Festival and really put on a big show. We got this big float. We got 2 golf carts dressed up as a dragon that you see behind us, and an onion cart there in the front. But I don't know. We just like to give back to the town, I guess.
Okay, and then last question: Did you want to be Lord Farquaad, or did you have to draw straws to pick what Shrek characters you were?
I got volunteered for Lord Farquaad. I was not really happy about it, but that's how it goes, I guess.
Awesome! Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. I mean, you heard it from Lord Farquaad itself.
Not his choice apparently, but still looks great doing it. Citizens Against Poaching Truck is next on the parade route. Donated to Idaho Fish and Game to raise awareness to make the call. Make the call is what they're saying on reporting wildlife violations. Canine Blue is behind them there, patiently walking behind the truck, as you can see. 7-year-old black lab. Canine assist officers on wildlife detection, evidence recovery, and human trafficking, or tracking, I should say, and Fish and Game. They have 4 of these throughout the state. These canines that can help with these programs.
It's a really great program. I think it's fantastic that we have one so close at hand.
Yeah. There is the juice coming up behind that around the Gem County, Boise County Rodeo Royalty. And then behind her, a float of a castle. This looks like it's Hawk Construction and Property Services, bringing with it the castle and all of the characters of the movie Frozen.
You can't go wrong with princesses, really.
Especially when you're playing this music.
No, it's a winner. I love how much time and effort people are putting into their floats this year. Like the balloons, the decor. It's really just a whole package that makes parade.
We kind of talked about that. It's fewer contestants or fewer participants this year, but they've all gone all out.
They've gone all out, yeah, and we've sort of made that a stricter requirement.
Hey, there's Smokey Bear.
Oh, we love Smokey.
Coming down with the U.S. Forest Service truck. Always a good one, too. Why is he not out walking? He's got a fur coat on all the time. Why is he in the truck is what I want to know.
Smokey's exhausted. He built a great sculpture over at the Forest Service.
He did. If you get a chance to see out the forest, check out the Forest Service sculpture. They have rings in tree trunks. It's pretty amazing. All right, so that's just the first part of the McCall Winter Carnival 2023 Mardi Gras Parade. We're going to take a quick break and be back with the rest. Stay with us. Welcome back to the 2023 McCall Winter Carnival Mardi Gras Parade. Back on the streets of McCall after a 2-year hiatus, and it is great. It feels like winter out here. Perfect snow is falling. And coming up the street now, the Boise State Hockey Club, who last night defeated the University of Idaho Vandals at the Manchester Ice Rink. Pretty close game, though, but they are hoping they going to be playing another game tonight there at the Manchester, which should be good. Always a crowd favorite here for the Carnival.
I just love how that we have such great hockey in McCall with BSU coming in every year to the Carnival to win contests. We've got a new team in town this year, the McCall Mountaineers, so much great hockey.
It is. They are Division II. They're trying to reach their limits. They have a chance at nationals this year. BSU is playing very well. And again, they will play tonight against the University of Idaho at the Manchester. McPaws next on the parade. We always love McPaws. They always bring the dogs.
They do such great work. I mean, not only do they adopt out cats and dogs, but one of the biggest things they do is help people find the pets that are lost.
Yes.
So if your pet runs off, they return so many dogs, which I think is just amazing.
The dogs that are with them today, they say they're a mix of shelter dogs as well as alums adopted from McPaws in the past. So they are they found their forever families, as it were. It's the only no-kill nonprofit animal welfare organization serving the entire west central mountains of Idaho. The main services are dog and cat adoptions, and as you mentioned, Mackenzie, the lost pets reunification, and the low or no-cost spray and neuter services for dogs or cats in the area to avoid having too many. So that is McCall. They're always a big favorite. McCall Senior Center, Lord and Lady of the Lake. What do you know about them, Mackenzie?
Well, the Senior Center does this every year. It's really exciting. This is Clifford and Kathy Schlein this year. They have been nominated by their peers.
Okay.
You could vote around the community for Lord and Lady of the Lake. And the McCall Senior Center is great. They do a lot of different community outreach programs. They do bingo. They do community dinners every week. So it's a great place to stop in.
And let's welcome the Western Riding Club senior queen, Hannah Ensminger, riding with Hannah and her siblings and her friend, Aspen, playing the roles of the... I'm not familiar with Narnia, but apparently these are the Pavenzi's children.
Yes, I mean, Narnia has pretty desperate childhood. I really like their theme.
I read the book, but I'm not like an aficionado of the Narnia series.
It's just a while for me. I know they also made some movies, so maybe
Yes.
I get my kids back into it and get caught back up on the stories. There's multiple.
You're looking at Albertson's floats. The next one down the line, the local supermarket here, they have drive up and go services. You can download their app for great savings or just drop by, as many people do who are here at the McCall Winter Carnival, to get what they need for the week, the weekend, the week, and the whole 10 days of the carnival. They got their float out there tonight, and we got a couple dragons, or today I should say. They got a lot of candy.
I think it's like that in every community, but you know when you go to the grocery store and you know the checkers and it's so lovely and it's friendly and it's like a great experience. I feel like we're really lucky to have that here, and Albertsons does a great job. We love shopping.
You are watching the 2023 McCall Winter Carnival Mardi Gras Parade. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back to give you... Back to the 2023 McCall Winter Carnival Mardi Gras Parade, and this is always a fan favorite. Kenzie Kramer alongside Brian Holmes and Abby Davis down on the street. The McCall Mountain Samba Troupe always dancing their way up here on 3rd Street. Give everybody a taste of what they do for in the community of McCall. Abby Davis down the street with the dance group right now. Abby.
Okay, and how long have you been part of the Samba group?
This is my 2nd year.
Well, I'll just let you guys dance. How long maybe you could tell people a little bit about this dance that you guys have prepared.
Pardon?
Can you tell me a little bit about this dance that you guys have prepared?
It's just kind of a fun mix, a little bit samba, but not crazy samba.
Well, I'll let you get back to the dancing. We'll let people enjoy. Thank you. All right.
There they are. Okay, so this is amazing to me, Mackenzie, that so many people get involved in this Mountain Samba group.
Yeah, it's a mix of all different people. I'm laughing because a lot of my friends are in here, and every year they get together. They actually practice quite a lot before Winter Carnival. They get together and have some practice sessions, and it's just fun. This year you can see they did a fairy theme, so anything they wanted to dress up as fairies. And then behind them is the percussion part, which is great. And we actually have Rob Dodge, who is leading the pack. He is one of the original samba drummers.
Really?
And he has not participated in the group with them the last several years, but he's back this year. So he's reviving the tradition, which is really
There
exciting.
seems to be a theme of that this year. People coming back.
Yeah, I think people, sometimes I think when you miss something for a couple of years, you're reminded about how much you like it, and so it revives interest.
There, of course, is Les Schwab, always there when you need them. I tell you what, you pull in Les Schwab, need just a tire pumped up or something, they're there to help you out. They do come running when you need them.
They do. I have had them replace my tire in the backcountry before, so they are amazing.
All right, here come the Mountaineers of the McCall Youth Hockey League, and they are, of course, instructing kids. I mean, there's a big group, a lot of kids in this group.
Hockey is life in this town.
That's amazing.
It's really a really big part of the community, and honestly, the programs out there are amazing. Kids get a lot of great opportunity, and Really, they're really good. They
Yes.
travel all over the region and play games, even the little kids, and they do such a great job.
And when they have something like the Manchester Ice Center available to them, I mean, that just makes things so much better.
It is really kind of the heart of the community, so anything like figure skating or hockey is a really big part.
All right, Abby, I see you got some dog friends down there. Let's hear what you got.
All right, so I'm here with the Mountain Dog Society. What is your dog's name?
This is Yukon, and all the dogs are either therapy dogs or support dogs. They all either pull carts or do something in the society, service dogs, and this is what the dogs were bred for, so this is what they like doing.
And what makes it so important to come out to this parade today?
I'm sorry?
Why is it so important to come out to this parade today?
Show the people what these dogs can do, whether it's a Newfoundland, Great Dane, there's an Akita, and Bernese Mountain Dogs. They're all working dogs.
Awesome. Well, your guys' mission is great. Thank you. All right, back to you guys at the track.
Love the dogs. Sunny Designs in McCall here. This is a custom sewing, all of your rafting soft goods needs. What do they do?
Well, they repair rafts. They sew any of like your outdoor equipment that you need that would be like soft. Seeing out here is they're throwing beads, but they are also throwing stuffed animals. So this is, if you're a kid, they're the people to follow.
That's awesome. A little extra here on the Mardi Gras Parade. More than beads and just candy. Throwing out beads are Toby's place for tonight. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs the theme today, because going along with the theme, I don't know if we said this, the fairy tales, the folk tales, and tall tales are the theme of this year's carnival.
Yeah, we thought it would be kind of fun. We got a lot of local legends, local tall tales that we can incorporate, and then all of our favorites like Snow White.
Toby's Place is a 501c3 nonprofit that supports and empowers people with disabilities. Their thrift shop, located here in McCall on Pine Street. 2 floors of treasures at great prices. This last summer, Toby's Place opened up their first shared housing option for young adults with disabilities to help them have some more independence, which is pretty amazing for them.
It's a great organization here locally.
If you want more information, just go to tobysplace.org to see how you can help out, or at least learn about more of what they do. Truth Exchange is pretty cool. We've talked to them in years past. That's basically what it is.
Exchange students, yeah.
We're an exchange student, yep.
Yeah,
Going
and
to
some
countries.
are local kids that are participating in exchanges later, and some are actual active exchange students here in McCall.
I love talking to them about learning about what they like about learning about McCall. I mean, from places Eastern Europe, from Asia, all over.
Yeah, what a fun opportunity. I always think, gosh, that would be a really fun place to do an exchange too.
And look who it is, McCall Donnelly Vandals Band. What do they got for us this morning or this afternoon here for the McCall Mardi Gras Parade?
Really nothing better than a set of bands in the parade.
It's full of different events every year, but primarily played for Vandal football games, volleyball games, and basketball games. The Vandal Band, under the direction of world famous Graham Bernard and Savannah Owen, has a long-standing tradition of
What's also really cool is the band's being transported by Franklin Building Supply, and a lot of our building supply companies are the ones that are going to help out all these different loads they carry all the kids, and it's a really great community effort. I just thought I'd throw that out there because they do a lot of great work behind the scenes.
They do. It takes a lot to put this thing on. Next year, it's going to be a little bit different, though.
Next year the parade will be the same, but we will have, it'll be condensed to one weekend, Winter Carnival. But what's exciting about that for us is that some of the events that we try to cram into current Winter Carnival will have a little bit of breathing room and be able to be spread throughout the entire winter. So things like the sled dog challenge will happen in January, as it typically does. However, it might be a little easier to find some lodging to come up and actually look at the sled dogs. And so that's our hope, is to not diminish any of the tradition and not get rid of any of the events, but to help spread it out, make it more accessible, and give more people an opportunity to come up to McCall.
All right, that sounds great. All right, so as you can see, we've got a little taste of Charlie heading our way, but before she makes her official appearance, or at least a little closer appearance for us, we're going to take a quick break. And we'll be right back to bring you more of the 2023 McCall Winter Carnival Mardi Gras Parade from downtown McCall when we come back.
You got skills. That's what it's about. That's, you gotta hold your butt. That's
Welcome back to downtown McCall for the Winter Carnival Mardi Gras Parade. Brian Holmes alongside Mackenzie Kramer and Abby Davis down on the street, which is where we find Charlie making her way toward the center of town. Charlie, Mackenzie? Oh, storied history that goes with Charlie.
She's a legend.
She is a legend, in not just her own mind, everybody's mind.
Yes, and you know, she's a resident Loch Ness, but in a really, really nice way.
The question is, how did that happen? How did Charlie get into Lake Fayette? But just for some background, what do people need to know about Charlie?
Well, the concept of Charlie started back in the early 1900s, and it really just started like any tall tale starts. There's people that thought they saw something in the water, a fin, a wake that was, you know, not caused by people, and she's just sort of grown from there. There's a lot of different people that have sworn they have seen sightings of her over the years. There's the theory that she's a very but then also we had a local author write a book about Charlie, and his theory is that there is a portal to Loch Ness, and Charlie and Loch Ness Monster just hang out. They can teleport basically back and forth. So whoever you are, you have some experience with Charlie.
That makes perfect sense. It fits right into the fairy tales, folk tales, and tall tales theme of this year's carnival.
Yeah, well, and what we were talking about earlier with Lisa and Dean bringing the Mardi Gras theme to the parade, they also introduced Charlie. Lisa is the one that commissioned her in 1995, the BSU art department that created her, and she really, the body of Charlie hasn't changed over the years, but her head has gotten quite a facelift several times. She's had to be repainted and spruced up over the years, but she was introduced in 1995 as well.
That's, I think, a couple years ago. We remember doing talking to the artist and kind of giving her that modern look.
Yes.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's great. She's fun.
This is the Payette Pedal Party.
The Payette Pedal Party, and I honestly, I'm going to say, I wish they would have brought the boat. It is so cool. It's this huge turquoise boat. It's a little like those pedal beer tours that you can see like on a street.
Like the bike bars.
Like the bike bars.
There you go.
Except it's a boat on the water with the same concept. You pedal, bike around the lake on a boat, and you have a couple of drinks and snacks, and you bring. They do regular, weekly tours that you can sign up for, or you can book the whole thing and do a party on your own.
Oh man, they should have talked about it. That would have been
so
great.
Cool.
All right, let's go down to Abby Davis down on the street. Abby.
Question? Okay.
Abby, I know you're down there somewhere. I think I heard you. Take it away, Abby.
Oh, I'm going. Okay. So we are on a float. This is very exciting. I just hopped on. Can you tell me a bit about your guys' story? We are a disaster remediation company, so we go to the homes, and our main goal is to restore people's homes, like from floods and freeze and all that kind of stuff. This is your guys' first time doing this parade, or have you guys done this many years in a row? We've done it many years, yeah. It kind of seems like right now, you're the life of the party. We have some fun music, some dancing bears. Hello, hi! Are you guys like Goldilocks and the Three Bears? Awesome! What went into that design? Could you ask? Sorry, what was that? What went into this design for the float?
Of course, our mayor and our crew had made this awesome cabin for us to be part of Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Awesome. Well, this float is super fun, and we're gonna go back to you guys. I've never been on the float before, so this is extra fun.
This is the first time for Abby and a first time for getting involved in the parade. This is awesome. Yeah, that's a great float. I like that one.
It's awesome. They did a really great job putting that one together this year. They always do. They always come up with a really creative idea.
Coming up behind them is the McCall Public Library, which is one of my favorites as well. And again, a great float because they've got the Paul Bunyan theme going this year.
Love it, and I like just like their theme, Readers Grow Taller, which is so appropriate. And actually what's really cool is the library is getting rebuilt right now. We're going to have a brand new library in a couple of years. I think actually a year and a half it started construction. There's nothing like a public library in the community. It's really a linchpin. So I'm really excited to see that expand and keep growing lots of readers.
Yeah, I mean, these days, access to books and information is key. And some of these kids, especially after school, looking for something to do.
Yeah, well, I'm looking over here. I see the sign, and we've got something going on here with 321 Timber.
Oh. Look at that. They got an interactive one. That's awesome. They just cut down the tree.
Pretty cool.
Way to go, Paul.
That's right, the McCall Public Library.
That is pretty amazing.
Bathe the Blue Ox.
They have 30,000 tall tales if you're looking for a good story inside that library, and all kinds of mythology from around the world. That's kind of, you go there and just lose yourself in your imagination of the library.
It's great, yeah. So many memories as a kid going into the library and finding a new book every week. So it's really exciting to me that my kids have the same opportunity.
I still do that. I know you want to buy books, but sometimes I just want to go get one out of the library.
Something about the smell of the library too. They all smell the same, and it's
it is very, very good. Way up the street there, who do we got heading our way?
This is sort of the end of the parade. This is the Parks and Rec and the Boy Scout Troop 246. And while they might not be the flashiest float in the parade, they do an amazing service. These kids a couple years ago came up with the idea on their own to walk the street of the parade and clean up all the candy behind people to make sure that the streets were left clean after the parade. And they've continued that tradition. This is probably year number 7, I think. Maybe just the last one. So Parks and Rec and the Boy Scouts team up every year.
That's what we're doing right now. And Abby, they're catching up to you, so let's go down to Abby right now.
All right, well, I'm here with a group of kids. Let's go down the line. Let's all share our favorite float.
My favorite float was the Frozen one.
Good pick, good pick. I also love that one.
My favorite float was the Shrek one.
Shrek, okay. I'm sensing a theme here. The great costumes, the floats with the great music.
Yeah, mine's probably Frozen also. I would agree with my sister, Frozen.
Hey, Frozen. I mean, you heard it here. So it sounds like Frozen, at least here, is the crowd favorite. So what's next? What's on the agenda? Some skiing, some sledding, eating some candy?
Probably sledding, knowing our family. So, yeah.
Sledding over skiing, I don't blame you.
Yeah, maybe a nap.
Can't go wrong with a nap. A parade really takes it out of you. It's exhausting.
Going home to warm up.
Also a good option. And you live in McCall, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what about you? What's your favorite thing to do right now in the carnival?
I might potentially go skiing up at Little Ski Hill, which is over there, so it's fun.
So what I'm hearing is that the fun doesn't stop now. There's a whole day's worth of fun, and that Frozen was amazing. I don't blame you. Great picks. Okay, thank you guys so much. Well, people are starting to clear out, but overall theme is everyone had a lot of fun, and apparently the Frozen flow was a crowd favorite.
All right, Abby, yes, thank you very much. You see, that was the end of the parade. People kind of walking up behind us, how this works. I think we need to take one more break, if I'm correct, before we come back, and we will wrap up the 2023 McCall Winter Carnival Mardi Gras Parade when we come back. Stay with us.
Once again, thank you everyone for coming out to today's parade. Please help us if you see some trash.
And welcome back. The 2023 McCall Winter Carnival Mardi Gras Parade is in the books. Back after a 2-year hiatus, and it was a pretty impressive one, Mackenzie.
It was fun. You know, it's really nice to see the floats back, people participating, and everyone put such great effort into it this year, which is really exciting for us.
It is nice to see some of those floats like really decorated as opposed to just kind of cars with some banners hanging on the side. People really getting into it, which is the whole point.
That's the point. That makes it more fun. Every participant did a great job, so I'm going to consider this a success.
A success for sure. So as you can see, everybody kind of dispersing, heading out to see what else there is to do across the city of McCall for today. We're going to break down what people can do for today and the rest of the week in just a moment. We're going to get one last check-in with Abby Davis down on the street. Abby.
Oh, okay, I'm going. This just rolled in, a baby goat. What's your baby goat's name?
Yeah, Annie.
Annie? Okay, how does one get a baby goat? How, is it she, him, is it, and did you just get it?
Or, it's actually hers. We're just bringing it. It's for FFA? Yeah.
That's fun. I mean, it looks adorable. That's so fun. And it made its TV debut. That's also very exciting. How many goats get to say that they have been live on TV? All right. Well, I also have a group of kids standing over here. You guys are from McCall, right? Okay. So obviously this is a lot more people than you're used to down here. So what was it like today? Tell me about the energy.
There was a lot. A lot of people. Yeah. Only a very few amount of the cars you see driving around are McCall's, because everybody in McCall knows the good parking spots, and you don't see their cars driving around. You see everybody else's.
And then I asked this to the last group of kids I talked to, but what were the favorite floats? Anyone has an idea?
The library. The Martian library. Also the ones that threw out the most candy.
That makes sense. Okay, that's fun too. So the floats who give things, the generous floats who give candy and such. Okay.
Pause float with the dogs.
Well, you can't go wrong with dogs. I mean, we just met a baby goat. That was super fun.
The McPaws ones.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for talking with us. I appreciate it. All right, Brian.
Thank you, Abby. All right, so the McCall Winter Carnival continues today, this weekend, and this week. What's going on today?
Yeah, today is a really fun day to wander around, enjoy some live music at the park. We're actually excited to welcome the Friends of the Pan Avalanche Center. They're sponsoring all the main stage music starting in a couple of hours all the way through about 9 o'clock tonight in the park. There's a beer garden, there's the vendors that you can go, there's sledding. Just walking around looking at the sculptures is, I think, a big piece of what people are expecting to do right now. And then later tonight, we get into some of the other events. There's another night 2 of the Black and Blue rivalry for hockey is happening. We also, it's really exciting, and I think some people forget about it, but we have some other really great events like a production, a play that is happening. They do an annual Winter Carnival production every year. Actors and actresses local here, they put on amazing shows. That's over at the Alpine Playhouse. If you haven't been to the Alpine Playhouse, it's fun to just pop in. It's really cute, stage that we do a lot of productions and stuff. So lots of stuff for people to do. I mean, literally anything that you can think of is probably happening at Winter Carnival.
You mentioned live music. I know Jeff Crosby bringing his band back tomorrow for a concert.
Yeah, he'll be at Foresters.
Guy.
Yep, he'll be at Foresters tomorrow. There's a lot of live music throughout town, not just in the main stage area. But then tomorrow, what's also really exciting, and I should mention, it's like a day for the dogs. The Sled Dog Challenge ceremony will start, but also McCall's is bringing back the Monster Dog Pull, which also took a hiatus for a couple years. So we're really excited to have that one.
That's a fun one. That one's just something that's been recently added to the carnival, but this has been fan favorite for the last couple of years.
It's fun. And it happens in the morning, so if you're here and heading home, you still have time to take a look at them.
Are they doing the ice carving this year?
They do. So the state snow sculptures, you'll see the forums that are downtown. They're just blocks of ice right now. They'll start carving those on Tuesday. But for anyone coming up next weekend, that means that there'll be 8 fresh snow sculptures that will have just been finished next Friday. They do the judging on Friday morning, so they're fresh new sculptures. But the weather looks promising. We'll get very cold, and that's going to really maintain the sculptures this week.
And anytime you come up this week, walk around, see the 24 snow sculptures that are around town. They're pretty amazing, especially the ones done by just the amateurs, the locals that get out there and just do it with their families and friends. It is amazing to see the artistry.
It's crazy. An amateur does not do them justice.
No.
They look professional. It's amazing, and it's a lot of employees and volunteers that just do it because I think it's fun.
Awesome. Winter Carnival wrapping up next weekend, a fireworks show to end that over the lake as well. Thank you for joining us for the Mardi Gras Parade. Welcome back, McCall. Welcome back, Mardi Gras.
Yeah.